time to start. You got something there for me?
I've got a raspberry blonde ale from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth. I have a
Raspberry blonde. Oh,
yes.
fruity.
chocolate bar peanut butter stout. Look at that thing.
Wow, the opposite of my raspberry.
Jeez, like dessert beers.
Yes. This is from Sarnia, Ontario.
Sarnia and Yarmouth.
What's the brewery? What's the brewery in Sarnia?
Refined Fool.
Oh,
and
cool.
I can't open it.
Not that we should. They're not sponsoring this. We shouldn't really give them.
No.
Well, either is Rudders and Yarmouth, so.
I have a honey tea. This is a Yeti. They could
Honey.
sponsor us.
Not a Stanley Cup?
No, it's not. I don't have one of those. Like
You
every other
don't
mom.
I'm having the worst time with this.
Can you not open that?
We cannot start until that's open.
I know.
There you
It's open
go.
now.
Oh, jeez.
It's also all over me.
The call of the wild.
Yay! All right.
It's over.
And that's it. Welcome. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. It's the perfect after Thanksgiving podcast.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just insert your own turkey joke here, because I can't be bothered. I'm not.
We've had enough.
So I don't
enough
wanna.
family time.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just been enough.
Put your own turkey
Yeah.
joke in.
My kids have had a 4-day weekend. They had a PD day on Friday, and then the Monday, the holiday Monday.
PD day going into a long weekend.
Yeah.
Boy, that's those teachers really know how to schedule their
I
year.
know, right?
Good for
I
you.
thought, wow.
Bless their hearts and all, because you have way more patience than I ever will. But
Oh
still,
my gosh.
I'm just so happy that Rachel
You
has
know what?
had that happen. It just delights me. I don't know why.
That
I'm
I had a
delighted.
4-day weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Well, speaking of teachers and being one, I could never be one because I went on a field trip with my kid.
sounds like
Again?
you're trying to be one.
I know. I don't know
You're
why.
really going out of your way to be as involved as possible in your child's school.
I know.
Yeah.
The opposite of Rachel before children.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It is totally like I was until I was probably 26, 7. I was like, I'm not having kids.
Yeah, of
Yet
course not.
Here I am, vice president of the Home and School Association.
That's just dumb. That's so dumb. I don't know why you would ever do that.
So I went last year, if you remember, I went on Kendall's field trip. She was in kindergarten at the time. And it was the first year that I could do one. So I did hers. And then my older daughter, Julia, who's in grade 5 right now, said, you have to come on the next field trip I have. You got to come on mine. And I said, all right, that's only fair. You each get one field trip, probably ever. That's
Right.
all I'm doing.
Yeah.
This is it. Take it in. So this one came up. And as soon as she brought the permission slip home, she said, Mom, I have something for you. This one you have to go on because you said you would, remember? And I was like, oh, frig, okay, fine. Where are we going? Well, we're going to a freaking forest. You know how much I love forests.
Yeah, the great outdoors is not Rachel's thing.
No, it's not. Anyway, so we go
Where's
to
the field trip to White Oaks Mall?
Well,
Yes.
exactly.
Why don't they do that?
Yeah, there's kids that went to like Fleetway and stuff. Like, take me there. I will go to that. Like, take me to an indoor playground. Like, fine. I'm already sick all the time. I'm sick now. I'm already sick. I might as well spend more time inside a sick facility with all the children. So we go to this conservation area, and it was actually kind of cool because the high school students were putting this on for the elementary students. And so they had they were learning about biodiversity. And so they had probably 30 different stations that you could go to, and they had games and activities for the kids to learn and whatever. And so
Which conservation area was it?
Springwater.
Was Ranger M there?
I didn't see her. I didn't see her. But I know she's around that area.
Who's Ranger M?
She can teach you all about how turtles can breathe out of their butts.
Oh, my!
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got a good friend, John. John and Jan can teach me how turtles.
Oh,
can
yes,
breathe.
you have turtle friends.
I don't. Yeah, I have
That's
turtle
right.
friends, so I don't need.
There's
Right.
a story about it.
Yeah,
We should have Ranger M come to the school and talk. Anyway, that's it. So
that's
anyway,
a different story.
That's a different thing. That's a home and school thing that we can deal with later. So we go to the conservation area. The high school students have all these activities for the kids. So you get your group, and I show up at school. I'm given my group list. I've got 8 kids that I'm in charge of. Mine and one of her friends, and then so there's 3 girls actually and 5 boys. I'm a girl mom. I don't know how to deal with boys. They are wild. Boys are wild. I don't know how much time I spent saying, listen, everybody listening. Nope, mouths closed. No more sounds. Listening to the instructors, because these poor high school students are trying to teach them something, right? But they don't know how to get control of all these grade 5s and 6s. And I have to tell, and then I'm like, nope, hands off. Nope, don't jump down there. Don't be climbing that. And I'm trying to, why are we doing all these things?
That sounds like how that was what it was like literally every morning when we would go to work, right, Forman?
What?
Listening. Who's listening? Boys, are you listening?
Oh, the two of you.
Hands
your
off.
hands
off. Don't jump in there. Yeah. That's
With you two? Yeah. You're very hands-on, both of you, yes.
Yeah.
With each other, because the boys are like wrestling and grabbing each other.
Yes,
and
exactly.
And
Obviously.
these poor high school
Yes,
students
that's
are
what
just
we
trying
do.
to teach them something. So they kind of look at me like, are you in charge, lady? And I'm like, oh, yes, I'm supposed to be in charge. So then
No,
now
you
I'm
say I'm a parent, not a teacher.
Right. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I doing this? I thought it would be, I would show up to this thing. It's a fine day. Everybody listens. We just go around in our group and we have
Everybody
fun.
listens.
They don't listen.
No.
Nobody listens. Like, I spent more time parenting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the thing.
It's
Yeah.
grade 5, right?
I can't be a teacher. I would never survive.
I can't believe you're sitting there as we look at one another and we have the video going and you say out loud, I don't know how to deal with boys.
I don't.
What are we?
Well, okay. I had to deal with you guys, but you're adults. You're autonomy,
Yes, but we've
Deal with
always
yourself.
maintained, like, our real prime target demographic has always been about a 9 or 10-year-old boy.
That's right.
That's where our maturity lies
That's-
years.
Well,
That's
listen,
how
I
mature
led your
we are.
audience around a forest the other day.
Uh-huh.
Let me
if
tell
we
you.
haven't prepared you for this field trip, Dave, we've done our job wrong.
I think we have. I cannot believe that you struggled with the
Yeah.
boys.
I did, and I said to the teacher,
Why
I said,
don't-
well, some
why
of them
did-
are a lot, and he's like, yeah, it's hard to split them up evenly in the group.
You mean to tell me at no point with all of that going on did you say, I hate you guys?
The boys? No.
Yeah.
You guys, yes, because you're adults and you should know better. Yeah.
Wait a second.
No, they weren't being bad. Nobody was being bad. It was just kind of getting them to listen and focus on what we were supposed to be doing, and so we could get
Yes.
to the next thing or start
Sounds
this
like us.
activity. So we weren't.
Yeah.
That's true. That I do have experience doing that.
Yeah.
And there's a woman at my radio station right now. Her name is Caitlin, and she has a 10-year-old boy, like 10
Oh.
and 6, and they're
Okay.
both boys.
Oh.
And her first comment is, she's like, "Oh yeah, right. Your daughter's also 10." Yeah. She's like, "My God, the swearing."
The swearing.
Yeah.
Who's
And
swearing?
I think my daughter is an innocent little baby, so I can't believe she would be exposed to all these boys the same age that are swearing nonstop, and apparently
they-
that's what they do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Again,
boy.
much like Dave and I.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? My
Hey.
6-year-old came home not the other day, it was about a month ago, and she was just sitting there and she goes, fuck. I'm like, what? And she says,
Again,
I said,
All right.
no, we don't say that. That's a bad word. And she's
Mommy
like,
says it.
I didn't know. Yeah, Mom does say it.
But Mom,
She says, I didn't know it was a bad word. I'm like, you didn't. You did.
Oh, okay. Well, this
What a pleasant day outdoors.
Yes.
this podcast should come with a warning. I think. Better.
Don't play it for your children.
Okay, I was gonna hit the bell because I think we're done, but because Rachel's so sick, can you just put like
I am.
You blow your nose.
Yeah,
Yes.
can we just have
No,
yeah?
I'm not for you. I
Can we have
gotta
honks
myself.
instead? We'll do a honk instead.
Oh,
No.
there it is.
I hate you.
And there that is.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand Podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. A podcast that's just about as long as the Blue Jays playoff run. Just about that long.
No.
Just about that long.
We have about the same knowledge of how to play baseball as the Toronto Blue Jays.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my wife Ashley, could not care less. She's had no sympathy for me in the
About the
last
Blue
week.
Jays?
She is like,
Yeah.
really, is there a match still on the television? Like,
Yeah,
she
A
couldn't
match.
care.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what's going on because I don't watch it or care. No.
And then we go to bed and everything's fine. And then I wake up and look over and see, to my horror, what she's left behind in our bed.
Pardon?
Which she's left behind. Uh-oh.
Pardon?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
We have white sheets.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is going to be fun. After Rachel's last segment, everybody back away.
Yes.
But-
Again,
Yeah.
target demographic, 10-year-old boy.
yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What could possibly be smeared that's like maybe dark brown or black all over the white sheets?
I don't want to know.
And it's all up partially on the pillow and near the pillow.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What is it? Chocolate?
Well, that's why I would like
I
to
hope.
ask the two of you, have you
I
ever
hope.
intentionally or unintentionally brought food to bed?
Oh, it's food. Thank
No,
goodness.
unintentionally?
Thank goodness this is a food story. Okay, food.
No, I've never.
No, I don't. I don't really have a rule against it. I
Just
don't recall. No, I don't eat.
I don't want crumbs in my bed, so I don't ever bring food to bed.
Rachel, don't your kids, haven't they occasionally tried to bring you or Jeremy, breakfast in bed?
Yes, but every time they do, we take it back downstairs and we eat at the table because I
Yes.
don't want to eat it in the bed.
No, because I think
They
breakfast.
bring it on the tray, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then we go downstairs as a family and we eat together at the table.
Yeah, breakfast in bed is a thing that I've never understood because when you're in the, should you ever have to have surgery or anything happens to you and you're in the hospital, you get breakfast in bed a lot. And that's what I think of breakfast in bed. I don't want that.
Well, but at
I'll
the
get up
hospital,
and eat.
there's a table and you can put your bed up. And
Yeah, sure. But, you could still get stuff in your bed.
Yes, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so no,
actually,
not unintentionally
And
or intentionally. No.
We don't either, generally, ever. Usually,
your bed.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be times where you get up off the couch, say you had some snacks, whatever, and realize,
Yeah.
did I get any of this in my mouth?
Yes.
Chips and
Yes.
stuff all over the
Yes.
couch.
I know how that
That's
works.
how I
yes.
think
Yeah.
of my kids. There's
Yes.
chip crumbs everywhere.
Yes.
But perhaps this problem is more limited to women than men. Because when you are having, say, a snack on the couch before bed, half of the population has a natural shelf in front of them.
Yes. Yeah. That does happen a lot. And I have to go, is there anything
Yeah.
on my shirt?
Because it's not only a
I
shelf, but it's
see.
also kind of like a catch basin.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm reading your mail.
And anything that doesn't go in your mouth goes down that shirt.
Down the shirt. Well, yeah, it
Oh.
depends on the shirt that you're wearing. Sure.
Oh.
And so once you take your bra
do you mean,
off, you
sure?
can find
What do you mean,
popcorn kernels. You can find anything in there.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you could. Turns out you could find the leftovers of several Chips Ahoy cookies, and then you take them to bed with you, and then
Oh.
you smear around the chocolate chips all over the sheets.
Well, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my
Me either.
gosh, that's so
I didn't
funny.
know. I didn't know that was a thing. But now Rachel's
Well,
telling
you're
me
not
it
a
is.
woman. You wouldn't know.
Well, I remember.
Oh, yeah. If you've got like an open shirt, like this one's higher that I'm wearing, but if you have one that's kind of like V-neck or something, it could
yeah.
easily go down there, get caught in your bra.
Really?
Or whatever. Yeah.
Really,
Oh,
I
yeah.
had no idea.
Well,
Stuff
I
gets
mean,
caught in there, lost in
not
there.
flat.
Like how many? How long before you find it? Several days.
No, well,
Like
if I
her-
take my bra off, it'll
Yeah.
comes out.
Car keys ever go down?
No, but I probably could fit those. It'd be a little lumpy though.
When I was very, very young, I had a one of my first jobs was working a bingo. Trust me, that working a bingo is fun. And you would sell bingo cards to people that were playing bingo. And I
Yeah.
remember distinctly because when I was young, very young, that's a long time ago, and it was a different world. And people smoked. A lot of people smoked,
Right.
and a lot of people who played bingo smoked.
Right.
It just sort of went hand in hand with the whole playing bingo. I
Yes.
smoked,
Yeah.
and there was a woman with she was larger,
Chesty.
maybe larger with a, like a kind of a sundress sort of a thing, on, and the world's one of those long cigarettes. All I remember is watching her as the bingo was being called, and she was so focused on the bingo that she wasn't really focused on the cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Oh, no.
And the ash kept getting longer and longer
boy.
and longer, and I was intent. I wasn't looking at
what
her.
Is gonna happen?
I
This
wasn't
is like
looking
a
at her.
movie.
I wasn't looking at her,
Drop,
but I
drop,
knew
drop.
that it was just the way that she was
Yeah.
sitting, that when that falls down, it's going down her shirt. That's where that's going. I know it's going down there
Ooh,
because I
that's-
can tell from the
yeah.
angle, and I'm here to watch that happen. So I waited and I waited, and the bingo kept going. It was a full card. It took a while.
It was.
It took a while, and then it was long. The ash was just hanging there, and
Yeah.
then finally down it went.
Oh
Bingo!
no!
That's exactly right, Forman. She never flinched. Never flinched. And I don't think she won, which is too bad because
No, you
She
did.
didn't even care that all that ash went down her shirt.
Yeah. So I guess you can get anything down there, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
is it like a problem? Do you look at this issue, Rachel, as like this is a problematic, just sort of plight of being a woman that's going to happen, and it's a
Yeah.
real pain in the ass?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I am certainly
I
asking
mean, if you
my
don't
wife.
have very big boobs, it's probably not an issue for you. But I do, so it can be. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
No, I don't have very big boobs.
As you look
so
down
it's-
your shirt.
It's not a problem. It's not an issue for me.
No,
but
and I think this is really maybe the difference of men and women yet again is that
Well.
if this was our problem,
Yes.
I would look at it as a benefit.
Oh well, some people use their boobs
Exactly.
to carry things. Like my mom's always putting her cell phone in there, and I'm like, why? She's like, well,
Yeah.
I don't have a pocket. I'm like, well, it's fair enough.
You would intentionally put your phone, your wallet, your keys, whatever, stuff it all in there,
Yeah,
and
sure.
plus a little
Wow.
snack for later,
Wow.
bonus.
There you
Well,
go.
I don't know if I want snacks coming from there, but
Yeah. I
sometimes
wonder
the
about
crumbs
that.
inadvertently.
So really, why do women wear fanny packs? They have built-in ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's not always socially acceptable to reach down into your shirt to get things. So,
Okay. All
depending
right.
on where you are.
So
right?
it's not then it's
So you
not
need a
okay for
purse.
when we're going somewhere and I don't have pockets or whatever to ask you to hold. Can you hold? You don't want me
Yeah,
to,
I don't want to hold your things. No,
especially not there.
no, not doing that.
You got a light?
Get your own bra and stuff that.
You need a dart too?
Let's go to bingo.
Need a mint? A Werther's?
A Werther's. No, it's the Scotch mints for sure. In a baggie, in a Ziploc.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand Podcast. We are Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and this podcast is brought to you by Murphy Bus Line. Shout out.
Shout out Murphy Bus Line, serving Southwestern Ontario since 1946.
How about that?
Who knew? I took Murphy Bus Lines all through school growing up. All the time.
Yeah.
I walked uphill both way.
Yeah.
I didn't
In
Father's
the snow.
pajamas.
both ways. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snow,
Father's pajamas.
wind, rain.
No
didn't matter.
shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, imagine your life now because you could actually drive that bus instead.
I tell you
what a
what,
180 for you, Dave.
I could drive that bus, and nothing would give me more joy than stopping traffic first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
You're the cause of the slowdown.
No, listen, it's not a bad idea. They have part-time jobs available, and they will
Yes.
train and assist you in getting your bus license. Yep.
They
Even
need
better.
drivers. And you know what? It's so hard to find drivers right now. If drivers are off, like at our school, if somebody's sick or something, we have to drive our kids because they don't have anyone else. So they really do need drivers. You get all the holidays off, all the school holidays, weekends are off. You're just driving twice a day, morning and afternoon. They'll help you get your license. You can apply online at murphybus.ca.
If you're a school bus driver and you're off on the day before the long Thanksgiving weekend, you could have spent it at Rachel's. She's inviting everybody over. Her kids are there anyway.
Yes.
Go ahead, spend that
The
time.
TDA?
It's too late now, but it would have been fun if everybody crashed.
Everybody comes over. We
yes.
have a party with bus drivers.
Yes, exactly.
The next extra long weekend, you'll be off at Rachel's.
Yes, exactly. No, it's a great job. They say for young mothers, retirees.
Absolutely, Dave.
No, I'm
you're
not-
sorry, you're not retired.
I'm
You're
in
looking
between,
for work.
just between
You're
gigs.
in
that's all.
between jobs.
But you know what? When you fill out an application, tell them Rob Murphy sent you. Rob Murphy taught me how to drive a school bus.
Wow.
If he can teach me, he can teach anybody.
Right. Dave's teachable, so are you.
There you go. Oh, by the way, get a hold of him at murphybus.ca, or you can call this number. Slow the podcast down. 1-877-289-6507. Call.
You got to extra slow it down because you've obviously been listening to this at twice the speed just to get it over with.
I don't blame you. And by the way, you can find Murphy Bus on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I think.
Yes.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everywhere. Just Google it.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that will attempt to answer the question: does anyone know who Taylor Swift is dating? I
Kelsey.
don't know.
Kelsey.
Yes, right, that's the joke, Rachel.
You
I
ruined
get
it.
Because
Fine,
you,
sorry.
yeah, well, yeah.
We had a whole 7-part series planned,
Yeah.
and now that's all out the window.
Joke.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was until
Nick-
they started talking about her dating him.
Nick, and that's the whole point, Rachel. Next time, just hold your hand up over your head, and you'll catch the joke going by. Okay?
Fine.
Yeah, all right.
God.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hate you guys.
I went to.
Keeping a tally on that.
Yeah.
Earns another honk.
Yes,
great.
it does. Yes, it does. I was shout out to the high school project at the Grand Theater in London.
Did you see it? I tried to get tickets, but it's like
Sold out.
so
Sold
fast.
out. Phantom of the Opera, Forman. Phantom of the Opera
Yeah,
with the
I
high
heard it
school
was
kids.
Awesome.
Really? Is
Yes.
it as enjoyable as watch as at what appears to be Beetlejuice the musical? Google that one.
Yo, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know
I'm
there
so
was-
happy all the late night shows are back. Anyway,
okay.
moving on.
Okay, I once went to see Phantom in Toronto. I took a busload of
So did
mostly women.
Yes.
From the radio show. We took a busload down to Toronto to see a matinee performance at the Pantages in Toronto. And
Okay.
I notoriously fell asleep during it, mostly because, as Rachel yawns in front of us right now, mostly because it was that time of day for me where I normally would be napping.
Yeah.
And plus, the Phantom has a lot of, well, it's not an opera. There's a lot of opera in it.
The Phantom of
it
the
is an
Opera
opera.
is not an opera?
Yeah, they sing the whole thing. It's an opera.
Nah, it's not really an opera. There are songs in it. It's not real. They don't sing. No, they
Opera
talk.
is in the
they talk
name
at
of the
times.
play.
They talk. They talk at times.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so the production. I went to the Grand Theater. It's great.
I saw it once in Toronto. I was probably 12, maybe. So I haven't.
There
seen it.
is some speaking in it. I will tell you that there is speaking. And
Okay.
anyway, great. So shout out, but. There's something at the Grand Theater that's new that I didn't know about that I encountered during the intermission.
Okay.
The Grand Theater now has gender-neutral bathrooms.
Oh, yes. Yes, they do. I've been there for that.
Okay. All right. How do you feel about gender-neutral bathrooms? Are you okay? That's okay. I mean,
I'm okay with it because the way that they've done it is that when you go in, the stall goes basically from floor to ceiling. Like it's
not a stall. There are no stalls.
It's like
There-
its own little bathroom. Each.
Yeah, they have 6 or 7
It's just
or
like they're all in one room, but it's all like their own
yeah,
individual.
and they're all, you can lock them
so
off.
it's not like a normal stall
Sure.
where you can see the feet of the people. I don't
No.
think you
It's
can.
its own
No.
room?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
locks.
that's
So
normal?
it's like whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
No, it's
It's actually
everybody's
way
doing that
better
now.
than I like that way better than just regular women's
Oh, it's
bathrooms.
great. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Of course you would. And then they have, like sinks, and
Yeah, I mean, you're just washing your hands. Who cares?
Everybody washes their hands together.
Well,
and
actually, the
everybody
one
goes.
resort that I went to, they had the same, and it was actually it was in Mexico, but they had there was one room with the sinks, and then one side was women, and the other maybe they all had. Anyway, it was basically the same. So it was your own little walled area with the toilet, and then everybody washes their hands together. It was fine. And at the resort, you're all in bathing suits. It really did not matter at all.
It's quite common here. Like a lot of the, there's this beautiful waterfront in downtown Halifax and a boardwalk and all this stuff, and there's lots of great patios and restaurants there.
Yeah.
Almost all of them, the way the bathroom is set up, it's maybe 4 or 5 different individual little bathrooms, and you have your own toilet and your own sink, and you just go in whatever one isn't being used.
Yes, I like that.
I love it.
I think the setup and everything else at the Grand, and this is the first time that I've encountered it at the Grand Theatre, is very well done. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. So it's been my experience whenever I go to an event, like, say, a play at intermission when people rush to the bathroom, is that the men's bathroom is never really an issue. Am I right, Forman?
Yeah.
The men's bathroom is not really an issue.
Only at a baseball game, maybe.
Yeah. But it's not really.
Now you're getting to see our plight.
Yeah.
You're getting in and out.
Yeah. Like, it's not really an issue, and yet the women's bathrooms are always lined up. And that always makes us go, it's one of those advantages to being a guy. We, don't take as long.
Right.
And it's just, you're in, you're out. It just doesn't take very long.
Right.
Therefore, we're not lined up. But now, so intermission, I have to go to the bathroom. My wife has already run to the bathroom because she knows what to expect.
Absolutely.
But I didn't run to the bathroom. I wasn't aware they were gender neutral at that point. Yeah, and then when I got to the bathroom,
just strolling in whenever and just going right ahead.
Yes, I'm just used to strolling in and going whenever I want.
Must be nice, lucky.
Yeah, well,
it's
one.
Nice.
It's one of those advantages.
Yeah,
Rachel.
So you're at the Grand, and you got to get in the big line of everybody.
Yeah, and I don't think that's fair.
It's too bad. I think it's very fair, actually.
Why do you think it's fair? You can't possibly have a good explanation for that.
I think it's fair that we're all in the same line now.
Why?
Well, why?
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault either.
That's right. You're a woman.
We all go in the same line. Who cares?
Are you not going to help me out here, Forman?
Well, what I'm generally hearing is, oh, poor me, the straight white man.
Yes,
Won't you listen to my grumblings? And I don't know if it's a good look to take part.
You're just not used to it.
What do you mean I'm not used to it?
I shouldn't take part.
I shouldn't have to be used to it. I have been.
Well,
I have been in a non-busy bathroom at a concert at Budweiser Gardens.
Yeah.
In which there were, I think I was the only guy in there going to the bathroom, and 3 women walked in on me.
Yeah, that happens
3
pretty
women.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that to me,
they shouldn't be doing that. Because
that's outrageous.
Obviously, yeah,
That's
I don't
outrageous.
agree with that. I don't think they should. I get why they're doing it, because they think, oh, maybe it's empty in here, and I'll just go in the stall, and nobody will see me anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not appropriate either.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think if gender neutral bathrooms, if we're all in the same line, whatever. And I kind of like if I'm behind a guy, I know they're going to be quick.
Yeah, but the bottom line is gender. While the bathrooms are gender neutral, the gender that's mostly lined up to go to the bathroom is female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go more.
Yeah. So it makes your life harder for sure. Yeah. And the waiting longer. That's I don't know what to tell you. Welcome to my world.
But I have
wait
zero
a second. Pity.
Why do I have to come into your world? I'm not one of you. I don't want to be in your world.
That's just what the bathrooms are.
It's just a bathroom for human beings, a bathroom for people.
Yes.
And now we all have to wait in the same
segregation.
bottleneck.
There's no segregation.
Yeah, men and women. Now we're all in it together. Welcome.
No.
Welcome to the chaos of the women's bathroom.
But I didn't. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Well, it's not my fault either.
Yes, it is.
It's just how it happens.
It's your fault.
I was just born this way.
I think,
and that makes it your fault.
Well,
that's not
I think
my
if you're
fault.
going to design
that.
bathrooms this way, then you need to make more bathrooms than there were before, because that the line is just generally going to be longer now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like you've kind of made it worse for everyone. Instead of when you try to please everyone, you please nobody.
Yeah.
That's
right.
true.
That's the slogan of Jack FM, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't
For everything
please
to everyone.
so we're gonna please nobody.
Yeah. I'm going to play, we're playing what we want. Yeah, but it's not what I want.
Yeah.
We've been down that road.
It's not
do you
really
want?
what everyone
just
wants.
saying.
We got a few rooms with toilets in it. Wait. Yeah, we don't care.
Listen, there's a
New
woman.
world, Dave.
There's a woman that's joined our golf threesome
Really?
recently. Yeah, she likes us. Really enjoys playing with. She's not there all the time. She's not a member at my golf course, but she showed up. She's played with us. I'll bet you 9 times.
Oh, wow.
And that's a drag because we can't pee. What are you gonna do? I mean, the golf course is one great big
Toilet?
beautiful bathroom.
Right.
So now when she's with you, you got to wait till you get to the porta potty.
The other day, she was with us the other day, and the other two guys with me were on a cart, and I thought to myself, boy, it's taken them a long time to get from the green over there to, and I went,
They went pee.
You buggers. I'm stuck here walking. You guys I know what you're doing. You're going to the bathroom.
You just got to walk into the bushes a little bit.
Yeah.
Last summer I'm golfing
sure she
at
wouldn't
Green
care.
Gables and PEI with two of my friends, so only three of us. Somebody smuggled in a bunch of tiny little bottles of Fireball. And then who gets added to the foursome? This lovely woman who's a retiree, and they're by herself. And now we have to be on our best behavior the whole day.
That's right.
God.
That's not why we're there.
No. And that's how men are.
You got Fireball because you know what happens with Forman on Fireball.
Yeah. That's what it's like in the men's washroom. We don't have to be on our best behavior. Yeah, we do.
True.
Yeah, we do.
Well, now we can't go to the bathroom and just talk about our boyfriends because they're all there.
See? Sucks for everyone.
Hadn't thought of
Maybe
that.
we should split them up again.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast. Hope you enjoyed. And if you would like to get a hold of us for any reason at all, you can.
Yes, Dave Rachel Forman at gmail.com. That's our email, or you can send us a message on Facebook or Instagram. Just look up at Dave Rachel Forman. There's no E in Forman. So Dave Rachel Forman at gmail.com or on Facebook or Instagram. We're also on YouTube. You can check us out there too. We love for you to watch the podcast. If you're not into audio, you can watch them there.
I've been meaning to say this for a few episodes now. You always specify how to spell my name, and yet the only way to listen to this is to see our names printed out on your screen.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's true.
Tap play.
Guess I don't need to do. Yes, but it's amazing how many people spell it Foreman.
Yeah.
It's not spelled that way. Even though
We don't. You can see right now.
There
Look
it
at
is.
your
People
phone.
do.
For a man.
Anyway.
There it is. For a man.
Yes. Hey, anyone and everyone is getting after us, including if you would like to sponsor this fine, high-quality podcast, as Dave would say. And we're a hot commodity. That's exactly why Anna has graciously offered us her services, because she says, hello, we would like to pay you for placing our content on your page. We pay you $3,000 per week. Our brands are Nestle, Nike, Puma, and Nissan. Let me know if you are interested.
Oh, wow. All right.
I didn't reply to that email because it was spam.
Okay. Tell her yes.
Yes, please.
Just tell her yes.
That's right.
That's right. Tell her yes.
Yeah, if you want to
Family
sponsor.
friendly. Well, I mean,
This isn't as family friendly as the radio show.
The radio show wasn't all that family friendly either, but
people
it's
thought
fine.
it was. So it's all the illusion of it.
Yeah, there's the illusion of it.
Yeah.
But then if you were really listening to the country music that came in between, it wasn't all that family friendly.
Country music is not all that family friendly.
No, as a rule, it isn't. No.
Okay, I have, we posted a comment somebody had made to us. Aaron says, thanks again for bringing such joy to my drives. Lots of laugh out loud moments for sure. So thank you, Aaron, for that. That's not the one that I wanted. Anyways, people say, Graham says, it's definitely something I know many of us are thankful for this holiday weekend. Thanks for all the laughs, smiles, and thought-provoking anecdotes. Thank you, Graham.
Let's put that. Can we? Thought-provoking anecdotes. That's what we should have. That's what we should have called it. Yeah. Thought-provoking anecdotes.
I think NPR already makes that podcast.
We'd have to talk like this and get really slow.
Yeah.
And I gotta
and close to the microphone.
open my mouth right.
A lot of mouth noises.
Into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Breathe
Say
right.
things that don't really make sense, but use a lot of big words.
I think we're done now. Is there one last or
Yes,
two last? Or
there's
three?
a comment.
Yeah.
Since Rachel went to the Ilderton Fair,
Yes.
the Graham also says, that fair is still fun in your late 20s. And also, Tammy says, Rachel, did you cross paths with Brian from St. Mary's?
No, I didn't. He texted me, actually, Brian, and he was there the day before. So I missed him by a day.
He was competing in the tractor pull.
Yes, that's what he
In
said.
which
Was
Brian's
he?
son Tanner got a 3rd place.
Wow.
And Brian in the 6,700-pound class pulled for 323 feet, and that was good for 1st place.
Holy moly.
Wow.
First place. Good for him.
Ilderton Fair.
I'm sorry I
Wow.
missed it then.
Wow.
Good for him.
That's impressive. Well done, Brian.
Very good.
All right. Okay. I think
Who's the belle of the fair now?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
certainly not me. It's Brian from
Yeah.
St. Mary's,
Brian.
Miss Ilderton Fair
Yes.
himself.
There you go. All right. I think we're done, Honk.